So I picked up the starter and my work on my car, my bad boy. I'm gonna finally get it up and running, which has been in the works for a while. So yeah, that's my RX7. Yeah. So, you know, you guys have heard me talk about it. Can I thank you. You guys have heard me talk about my RX7 a little bit, but yeah, that's my RX7. So I'm going to get it up and running. I'm going to go ahead and throw the starter in there and finally get it going. I mean, it was running before, but the starter was going out, so that's the only reason why I needed to fix the starter. So yeah, I'll be right back. Alright, so that's where my starter goes. And yeah, this is going to be rather fun. If you can't hear the sarcasm in my voice, there's a lot of sarcasm in my voice. Just putting that out there. It's finally back up and running. Only took me like an hour to get the car or the starter in there, and then once I got the starter in, it started leaking coolant all over the place. Little FYI for you guys who are not gearheads or anything. When you leave a car sitting for a prolonged period of time in the heat, rubber starts to dry rot. And what happens when rubber starts to dry rot, especially when it's in a spot such as coolant, it eats right through it and just destroys it to hell. So yeah, that happened. So yeah. Little FYI, guys, if you leave a car out in the heat. Now, my car was sitting in the garage, but I had left it out in the heat for quite some time before I moved it into the garage, and so it just destroyed the rubber. Now, I'm probably going to need to go through all the hoses, which I've done before. Go through all the hoses, see which ones are dry rotted, and replace the dry rotted hoses. But it should be fine for now. Like so as far as the coolant hoses go, those are okay. The other hoses I'm talking about is like the air hoses or the vacuum lines. So worst case scenario, if a vacuum line is leaking, I'm not going to be getting proper boost. But that's okay. It's not a big deal. I mean, yeah, it'll suck, but it's not like I'm racing anybody. Anyways, I'll be back. What's up, guys? I know technically this isn't the beginning of the vlog, but I'm in my RX7 finally after I don't know, like it's been months because, you know, freaking summertime. It's not a car that I mind to drive in the summer. Oh, it's just, oh, I love this car. I love it. But yeah, so I finally get to drive my RX7. So excited. And so yeah, as I was saying, this is definitely not a summer car because it's too hot, man. This car has no AC in it, and plus the heat's not good for a performance car because, hell, if you guys don't know anything about rotary engines actually are some of the hottest running engines, and then on top of that put in a big ass turbo to add some more heat to the freaking equation there. And yeah, you're gonna have some heating issues in the summertime. Now that is to say, I'm sorry, this is all over the place. That is to say, if you don't have proper cooling, which I do in the car. I mean, it's a front mount intercooler. You know, it's got a newer radiator. So plus it's got like 2 freaking cooling fans running on this thing. So yeah, I mean, I have proper cooling, so don't get me wrong. And yes, again, sorry about the camera angles all weird because it's a fast car, man. I've been driving my freaking Saturn and the van all over the place lately, and so when you go without driving a car for a month or for months, when you get back into it, it's just like, it's a whole nother monster. Whole nother monster. It's like, I gotta get used to this car again because it's been a long time. And so like, I'm not even like in boost right now. Like, I don't know if you can see that. I'm not even in boost. I'm in vacuum right now, and the torque on this thing is just, it's crazy compared to the van and the Saturn. So yeah. I haven't gotten it dyno tested, mainly because it still needs tuning. So it's lacking the proper tuning. So basically it's on what's called like a safe tune, and so the safe tune makes sure that the car runs rich. Now, when a car runs rich, that means it's dumping a lot of fuel. So that's a problem that I have in the car, is that, you know, it runs rich. So when I get it tuned, dyno tuned, they're gonna throw it on a dyno, and they're gonna tune it in each RPM range. So they're gonna do it on full load. They're gonna do it on light load, on medium load, and then in each RPM band. So like 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, and so on and so forth, all the way to 8,000. This car only revs up to 8,000 because it's still a stock flywheel and stock transmission. Even if I upgrade the flywheel to like a lightweight aluminum flywheel or anything like that, that's not going to affect the RPM band. What'll affect it really is the transmission as well as the differential. Those are the two biggest things that are going to affect how high the RPMs can go. Because rotary engines can actually rev up pretty damn high. Like my RX7, for example, my RX7 could rev up to 10,000 RPMs, which is insane. But most of the power in the RX7 was around 7,500 mark. So that's pretty much why it revved up that high. Oh God, I love this. Oh, little backfire. It's like sex, but not. They'll both get you in trouble if you're not careful. But yeah, oh God, I love it. Anyways, so I need to get the fueling map leaned out and all that fun stuff. And dude, this car is running so cool right now. It's not even, like, I've been driving it now, so by all means, from how much I've been pushing it, it should be at the halfway mark or close to the halfway mark for the temperature gauge, and it's not even like remotely close. Like, I don't know if you can see that. But it's not even remotely close to where the halfway mark is on the car. So that's actually, oh, my bad, I'm covering the camera. So yeah, that's really impressive as far as the cooling goes. I need new tires though. That's one thing I definitely need. So no peeling out, no nothing like that, because I need new tires. Dude, and driving this car makes me so happy. And like, it's such a good feeling to drive this car. And another thing to note is, okay, so I bought the car. Let's see. Right, I'd say like when my second daughter was born. So I've had the car for 4 years, and when I bought the car, it had 144,000, something like that. 144. I'll just say 145,000 miles, original miles on a 1987 Mazda RX7 Turbo 2. 145,000 miles. That is ridiculously low. If you do the math, that is ridiculously low for miles per year. On average, a car is driven anywhere between 10 to 15,000 miles a year. And that's usually how they rate the insurance, by the way. Just a little FYI. They rate it by how many miles you drive in the year. So usually the lower mileage you put, that the expected mileage is going to be, as far as driving the car, theoretically, the cheaper your insurance will be. There are some exceptions to those rules, like if you're under the age of 25, for example. But little FYI, especially you guys in Florida, those are the Florida insurance guidelines, like how they do it. So if you're driving, you're in Florida, this can apply for under the age of 25 too, but you'll get a bigger discount once you hit 25. So in Florida, little insurance tip for you guys: put your expected mileage for under 7,000 miles in the year. There's certain companies that will go ahead and give you a cheaper rate if your expected mileage is under 7,000 miles in the year. So again, a little FYI for you guys. Some companies it's 6,500, some companies it's 6,000. I know it's State Farm. State Farm, for example, is under 7,000. So if you have more than one car, especially, like put your other car, doesn't matter which one, just put whatever car, put it under 6,000 miles, and you're gonna get a cheaper rate for that car. Just a little FYI. But yeah, like I can't wait to be able to get this car tuned. It's just I don't have the money to do it. There's been periods where I have had the money, and then periods where I don't have the money. So it's just unfortunate when I have the money, I have to actually use the money for something else, and then and then I can't do what I want to do to finish off the car as far as the engine goes. But I guess one day, because to get it tuned is going to cost me like close to $500, and it's pretty much like an all-day deal to tune the engine of a car. But yeah. Anyways, guys, I'm not gonna make this like an extremely long vlog or anything. I'm so happy to be back in my listen. This is me, right? This car is me, because like I used to race cars. I would work on cars. I would put them together performance-wise and all that stuff. So this is me. So anyways, I'll catch you guys later. Thank you very much for watching the video today. Like the video, please, especially if you're a gearhead. And let me know if you guys are old enough to drive and build projects and stuff like that. Let me know in the comment section what your dream car is or whatever. What do you like if you're a gearhead? What projects have you done? I'm kind of curious. Let's have some car talk. Subscribe if you guys are new, and I'll catch you guys later. You guys have a great rest of your day, night, whatever time zone you're at. Peace out, guys.